guys, and Merry Christmas. Today is the final video of Vlogmas. I have been putting up a video every day from December 1st through December 25th, today, Christmas. I hope you guys enjoy this video. We're going to celebrate the end of Vlogmas with a fun Q&A video. So I have a bunch of questions from you guys on Instagram and here on YouTube, and I thought we would just go through and answer a bunch of random stuff. So I hope you guys have an awesome Christmas. Give this video a thumbs up if you do like it, and let me know if you have any other questions for a future Q&A video down below. So let's hop right in. So first question here I have, what are your thoughts on reusable menstrual products? I do use a couple cups and several different cloth pads, and I love it. I do find that I have a few issues still, like I'm still kind of getting used to the cups, but overall I love the idea of not having to buy tampons and pads and liners every month. That stuff gets expensive, man, and I have a very heavy and long period, so it's a lot of products to go through. So I love using the stuff that I use. I have 2 different cups and I use them for like different parts of my period, and then I do use like liners on the few days before I'm gonna get my period just in case it shows up, and I love having that. I think that is super awesome, just having a few cloth liners, like very thin cloth pads that I can use when I know my period's gonna be here but I'm not sure exactly when it's gonna show up. Another question, how do you store diapers and their accessories in your changing area? What does your changing area look like, and where do you keep diaper related things such as wipes, cream, etc. so that your little ones don't kick them all over the place? So we have 2 different changing areas in our house. I live in a 2-story, so we have a changing area in Eren's bedroom on a regular changing table and everything, and I do keep everything like up on top there, and I don't really have any issue with Eren kicking anything off or making a mess of anything. Our downstairs changing area is a little bit different. I have a changing area right next to this secretary piece of furniture, and it has a bunch of drawers in it, and so I do keep like diaper, cream, and the snappies in that bottom drawer, so that's less likely for the boys to go and like get it, because I keep their regular diapers in a basket. I just have a basket with a box of wipes and all their diapers all out in the open in that little basket, but I do keep like the cream and other stuff in the bottom drawer so they don't really get to it. Why did you become vegan? I really don't have a big like story about why I decided to go vegan. I just wanted to see if I could do it. So like I tried for a week to see if I could do it, and after that week was up, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna like transition and do this. I think I'm really gonna take it seriously and like try to go vegan. And so I did use like a 3-month period of kind of transitioning, trying to use up all of the stuff in our house that wasn't vegan, trying to just get rid of all of those cheese products and stuff like that. I didn't eat meat though. I used up like dairy products and stuff. I didn't eat meat for those 3 months, but it took me like about 3 months to transition to a vegan diet, and now I even, in my makeup and skincare and stuff like that, I am currently only buying vegan things, but I do have non-vegan things that I am still trying to use up. Like right here I have this giant lotion of Aveeno. This is not cruelty free, so it's technically not vegan, but I've owned it for like 3 years now and I still have to get through it, right? So I am currently working on the more like lifestyle side of things, but as far as food is concerned, I'm totally vegan all the time now. So those are all the questions from my YouTube channel. Now I had several on my Instagram actually, so let me bring up my Instagram questions. First one is, what's the key to a successful marriage? That's a really big question. Now this is a really big question, so I think I'm gonna have to go with like communication and respect. Have you tried the Cloth Ease wraps? I have not tried the Cloth Ease wraps, and I don't know if I will because they only come in white. And that just makes me sad. If I want to put a cloth diaper on my baby, I want it to be adorable, right? So I love so many Cloth Ease things. The Green Mountain Diapers is awesome. I love the website. They have so many awesome products. And I bet their wraps, or I bet their covers are like super awesome. But like, if they just came in some colors or something, that would give me a much better, I would much rather buy them if they came in some colors instead of just all white. Do you travel with your cloth? Any tips for vacation? We have taken our first family vacation just a couple months ago, and I did not bring cloth. I brought disposables because I wanted to take a vacation as well. We did stay in a cabin where there was laundry right there on site, and it would have been really easy to do cloth diaper laundry on vacation, but I wanted to take a vacation myself and I didn't want to have to worry about doing all that laundry. So we just brought disposables. So I don't have any advice for like a long-term trip, but when we spend weekends down in the country at my grandpa's house, which is just a little weekend thing, you know, 1 or 2 nights, we do bring cloth, and My biggest tip would have to be, I know everybody's gonna be mad when I say it because I say it all the time, flats and covers. Flats and covers are super awesome, super easy. If you get into a situation where you run out of diapers and you need like one extra diaper, or you're getting really close, flats and covers are easy to wash. You can literally wash them in the sink and hang them out on a chair to dry and they'll be super good to go, you know? So if you get yourself into a situation, flats and covers are the easiest system, I would say, for simply being able to get out of that situation. So I just feel like flats and covers are always the best. You can pack less because you can bring less covers than flats, and so it's not as bulky. You know, that's one thing, is you need a whole freaking suitcase just for your diapers if you're going for several days, you know? So that's another story in itself. So yeah, I would just say stick to a basic system that's not gonna take up a ton of space and that's easy to wash if you get into a situation where you don't have a real washer and dryer. But like I said, I've never really traveled with cloth, so maybe I'm not the best person to give advice like that. How have your food cravings changed since going vegan? That's actually a really good question. That's actually something that's totally weird. I never thought that I was a really picky person, but going vegan has allowed me to be so much more open to trying new and different things. Like my example all the time is mushrooms. Before I was vegan, if there was mushrooms on a pizza or in a salad, or there was something with mushrooms in it, I was legit gonna sit there and pick out every single mushroom. Now, it's not a big deal. I don't like mushrooms. I don't want to eat mushrooms, but I'm not gonna be a crazy person and pick out every single tiny little bit that I see. I might pick out the big ones, but I'm not gonna go through and find every single little tiny square centimeter of mushroom in a dish just because I don't like mushrooms. I get over it. I'll eat it. I'm gonna try new things. I'm gonna try something different. If I'm at a restaurant and there's one single vegan option and it's labeled blah 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 vegan, and you're OMG, this is the only vegan thing, I'm gonna try it. Even if it has stuff I don't necessarily think I would like, that's the one I'm going to buy just because I want to support the vegan industry. You know, I want restaurants to see that people want vegan stuff, right? So that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to order. So yeah, as far as trying new things, I'm totally way more open to trying new things. As far as my cravings, I used to be a super sweets person. If I have a craving, it's going to be for ice cream, cookies, cake, that kind of stuff. But nowadays I have more cravings for savory things. I love buffalo sauce things, more salty things. I just love more. I do love my sweets, don't get me wrong, but I also will crave non-sweets items, which is so much weirder. That never happened before. That was not something that I did. What's your favorite go-to lazy vegan meal and lazy vegan snack? Okay. The snack right now is probably chips and salsa. I could eat tortilla chips and salsa every single day pretty much. That's pretty lazy, pretty easy to make. And as far as a meal is concerned, I love just taking, I don't know, some people's definition of a lazy meal is different, but to me it's not spending a lot of time in the kitchen. So to me, a good lazy meal is to take a bunch of frozen vegetables, throw it on a cookie sheet, and throw it in the oven for half an hour at 350, and then take it out and put some salsa on it, put some ranch on it, or buffalo sauce, or even ketchup or something, just depending on what the vegetables are. I'll just take a cup of broccoli, a cup of cauliflower, peel up a potato, just throw that all together and throw it in the oven, and that's what I will eat. Just random vegetables, roasted up with some kind of saucy topping. Do you plan to garden next year? That's a great question. I definitely want to garden next year. My garden this year was kind of crappy. It definitely didn't turn out as awesome as I thought it would, and I planted some stuff when I shouldn't have, and it just wasn't as great as it could have been. But I have learned a few lessons, and I do plan on having a garden next year, and I do plan on filming it for you guys. Hopefully it turns out okay and it doesn't all die, and hopefully it makes it through the summer and I will have some good content for you guys next year. So hopefully, I really look forward to it. I can't wait to have a garden again, but I'm gonna try my best to film it for you guys and try to make it as successful as possible. Do you have a timeline for more babies? We do want 2 more babies, but we want to wait another year or so before we start trying for number 3, and then we want 3 and 4 to be kind of close like Cal and Eren are. Cal and Eren are like 21 months apart, I think, and we would like that same kind of difference between 3 and 4, but between Eren and number 3, we want to put a couple of years. So we're not planning on trying until like maybe next fall or maybe later than that, 2020 fall. Jacqueline from Jay's Nest asks, what's my favorite cloth diaper print of all time? And that's a really hard one. Right now I'm gonna have to go with the avocado print from Nikki's Diapers. It's the only print that I have doubles of, I'm pretty sure, other than like newborn and one size stuff, which I had when the babies were littler. But that avocado print, I have an all-in-one and a cover that are both in that print. So that's gotta be a sign that I love that print, right? Next question, how and why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? So my first original YouTube channel is Lena Marie 91, which is my beauty and fashion channel, and I was just into watching YouTube videos about makeup and different outfit of the days and stuff like that, and so I decided, hey, I'm gonna give it a go and make my own videos there. So I've made videos there since, I've been making videos there since 2012, and then maybe it was like 2014-ish, I decided to start this channel, which I wanted to be a vlog channel where I just, you know, took footage of our daily lives. Like, I still lived at home and stuff, and I was a college student, and just like random stuff that we did on the weekends or whatever. I started this channel with vlog material, and then in 2015 I started doing like almost daily vlogs, I believe, around the beginning of 2015, and then we got married and moved into this house and stuff, and then I kind of like was like whatever about that channel and this channel. And then when I got pregnant in the fall of 2015, I started filming pregnancy updates. So that's the origin of my first channel and this channel here. Where did you get the idea to cloth diaper? That's kind of a weird story. When Calvin was around like 9 months old, I got this idea that I wanted to start potty training him, and I would let him run around the house kind of naked. I bought some little like training pants underwear for him and was letting him run around the house in the underpants. And he kept having so many accidents, and he just wasn't like catching on, and I just didn't feel like it was going to be working. But using those underwear on him, cloth underwear, made me start thinking like, hey, what about like cloth diapers? Like, why wouldn't I use cloth diapers? And there's a lot more to that story. It has to do with like my friend Kayla at the time had mentioned, hey, why have you ever thought about cloth diapering? And I was like, no, not really. And so like that kind of made me start looking into it and thinking about it. And there's a lot more to that story, but overall I wanted to potty train Mr. Calvin. And so I had him in cloth training pants, you know, regular training pants, like just underwear. And that made me start thinking more about cloth diapers and like what all that entailed. So that was the beginning of that. I never in a million years would have thought that it would be like the biggest part of my YouTube channel. What was your dream when you were a child? I always wanted to be a teacher. I even went through a lot of college, taking a lot of like teacher education classes and stuff, but the last year of college I decided I did not want to do that, and so I just got a degree in history with a minor in early modern Europe, and I love history. I do love history. I still love history. It's good stuff. But that was my original. That's like what I always wanted to be, was to be a teacher. Do you believe in God, and how do you talk about that with the kids? I don't want to get too into that, but we don't really talk about God to the kids, and we don't go to church or anything like that, and neither do like the grandmas or anybody who's like really close to us, so it's not really something that has come up with the kids, and not really something that we have really volunteered with the kids, and it's kind of something that me and my husband disagree on, and yeah, so I'll just leave it at that. And do I collect something? I used to collect a lot of makeup. I'm sitting right here at my makeup desk, and there was a lot of, once upon a time, I bought a ton of makeup all the time, and now definitely my new collection, my new obsession is cloth diapers, as you guys probably have learned from this channel. Has cloth diapering led to more reusable, sustainable products and practices in your household? Definitely. And I think part of that has to do with cloth diapering and going vegan. Both kind of have influenced my reusable product stuff. So cloth diapering has definitely led me down the path to the reusable menstrual product world. But going vegan has made me think a little bit more about the environment and how all of our trash affects the environment. And so there are things that I do differently, like even just this morning I was cleaning the bathrooms and I use like an actual towel or, you know, like washcloth to Windex the mirrors instead of using paper towels like I used to a couple years ago. And going vegan has definitely made me think more about like bringing my reusable grocery bags shopping instead of just using the plastic bags that you get at every grocery store. I do a lot of shopping at Aldi, and you gotta kind of bring your own bags to Aldi anyway, and so that has helped me to remember to bring my own bags when we go to Walmart or Diapers or whatever other grocery stores we're going to. So yeah, I would definitely say cloth diapering has had a little bit of an influence, but I also think that going vegan has had maybe the bigger influence on trying to use less crap and disposable stuff. So the last question is, what would your dream stash look like in comparison to what it currently does based on what you know now after cloth diapering after a few years of cloth diapering? So overall, I don't think my stash would be that totally different because I do enjoy using some different types of cloth diapers. Like I enjoy using all-in-ones every once in a while. I enjoy using pockets and like different systems and stuff and fitteds and all that kind of stuff. I think that everything kind of has a little bit of a purpose, but I could have gone back to like the beginning of my cloth diaper journey and kind of not bought some of the things that I bought. Like I started out with pre-folds and Thirsty's Duo Wrap covers, and I've since learned that I like the Duo Wrap covers for nighttime stuff, but I don't so much like them for daytime, for what I use for daytime. And I'm not a fan of pre-folds. I just would have rather had flats right off the bat, and I don't know if that would have been a little too overwhelming for me right in the beginning, but now that I see that I love flats, I wish I would have used flats from the beginning. But like I said, I don't know if I would have loved them right from the start. I don't know if I would have been into like folding them up and stuff, or if I would have felt like I needed to actually fold it and wrap it around the baby, or if I would have even known that like pad folding would be just as effective. I don't know. But I think that I would have really enjoyed to have started with flats. I think that would have been a big difference. If I could go back and like change something, that's what I would have done. But no, overall I think that my stash is pretty much what I would like to have. I like having a little bit of variety. I do like having different diapers to talk to you guys about. It's kind of hard to say that because, you know, it's kind of hard to say like if I was just a person who cloth diapered and didn't come on here and do cloth diapering reviews, I would have a totally different stash than I would have in a different life, you know, because I talk to you guys here about cloth diapers. I like to try different diapers. I like to, you know, give you my opinions about cloth diapers and review cloth diapers and stuff. I have a different stash than I would have if it was like just me and my kids and no social media, right? So that's it. I know this was a really big video. I hope you guys lasted all the way through. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And like I said, leave me other comments or questions down below if you guys want to see another Q&A video like this. If there's anything you want me to kind of elaborate on, let me know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you did like it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.